introduce to you tonight. Our honoree is Liz Miesen, a 38-year-old wife and stay-at-home mom of 3 beautiful kids that allowed me to have dinner with them tonight, so I appreciate you guys right there. Liz initially received a bachelor's degree in child development from Purdue University and a registered nurse from Rush University. Liz went to work immediately after she graduated as an oncology nurse. On December 12th of 2012, Liz was diagnosed with a brain tumor. She underwent surgery 6 days later. She had quarterly MRIs with stable scans and everything seemed good until September of last year. She found a lump in her left breast. Liz then learned she had stage 4 breast cancer. So Liz has endured chemotherapy, mastectomy, reconstruction, and is currently undergoing radiation as part of her treatment. She refuses to give up on this fight, and she is enduring and doing better than enduring. She's doing great. She has a wonderful family around her, all that support. She had a wonderful group of friends come and surprise her tonight and support her for that. We appreciate that, and it's great to see you here. So please welcome Liz Miesen here tonight. Is it possible we're over 2? If I turn that off, this will make it 1.
This is good? No.
You're good.
Thank you for that beautiful welcome. I did not expect that at all. Hi, I'm Liz. I'm 38 years old. Like Jeff said, I'm a mother of 3. I'm a wife celebrating my 13th wedding anniversary today. And I'm fighting cancer. Cancer is a word that's been familiar to me for most of my life. As a child, my mother would bring my brother and myself to the Ronald McDonald House with her when she volunteered in downtown Minneapolis. We were exposed to brave, wonderful families fighting. We learned the words tumor, chemo, bone marrow at a very young age. We saw children who were bald. We even knew some who died. During college, I worked at a summer camp that served chronically and terminally ill kids. 2 of the weeks every summer were devoted to cancer kids. I had no idea how much I was learning from them until I would have my own fight to face. After college, I studied nursing, wanted to work in oncology, loved my job. I was an infusion nurse, gave chemo day in and day out. God was definitely planting seeds, exposing me to what life can look like with cancer and how to face it bravely. These wonderful people whom I met laughed during some of their darkest days. They reached out, they shared, and they lived. Like Jeff said, December of 2012, brain tumor. Not symptomatic. Doctors were asking questions like, you've had seizures, you've had double vision, all those kinds of things. None of that was going on. One of my dear friends here, her husband was the one to send me to the hospital in the first place. 4 years of clear, stable scans, celebrating each one, thankful for each day. normal, or however normal it is with 3 busy little people. Last September, feeling stronger and healthier than I'd ever felt. Running, I never ran before. Discovered the lump, and unfortunately, as a 38-year-old, mammograms aren't a part of my story at that point yet. You wait till 40. I found the lump. Everybody initially is thinking, okay, good, we found it early. This wasn't the early kind. This wasn't the easy, treatable kind. This is in your lymph nodes. There's a spot in your hip. This is the stage 4 kind. A lot of people would call that the scary kind. I'm choosing not to live in fear. My faith is a huge part of my story. A story so much bigger than me, and God has been there every step of the way. He wrote this story, and I'm confident in His plan. So, you might be wondering how I'm celebrating my anniversary other than speaking with all of you. I started my day at radiation. I'm on my 5th treatment out of 30. I go every single day, Monday through Friday. I went for a walk with my husband and our dog. I worked in the yard. I put finishing touches on this, and now we're here. And one of the reasons I'm here is because of the wonderful care that I am getting from so many great people. I'm overwhelmed with gratitude at the amazing people who are out there that are desperately trying to redefine cancer. Wouldn't it be a joy to hear, oh, you have cancer? Here's how we treat that. Or that there's no cancer anymore at all. I have to believe that with the appropriate funding, the right research, and brilliant minds, that these statements are a possibility. I know that the American Cancer Society is definitely a part of that story. They have so many ways of reaching people just like me to make all of this a bit easier to handle. Working as an oncology nurse, I had a lot of the vocabulary and pharmacology knowledge, so I was ready to face this in a different way than the general public. I was aware of some of the ACS programs, and I have to admit, I was a little skeptical, wondering, as a nurse, do I really need that kind of help? I signed up for the Look Good, Feel Better program, a benefit provided by the American Cancer Society. I was reluctant to go and planned on ducking out of there if it was a waste of my time. Wrong. It was wonderful. As a woman trying to feel as normal as possible, it was a treat to spend a couple of hours with a trained cosmetologist who volunteered her time and taught a small group of us how to cope with skin changes and hair loss. We played with makeup and tried on wigs, some much more flattering than others. We laughed, we shared our experiences, and we had fun during a time when it was difficult to have fun. We were given a gift of very nice cosmetics, Clinique, Lancome, Chanel, and other skincare products provided by the cosmetic industry. This program isn't only for breast cancer patients. This can be utilized by any woman. It was wonderful and super helpful too. The fact of the matter is, cancer seems to affect everyone at some point. We all have our stories. We all know somebody who knows somebody. We have very, very deep personal hurt and pain. We have neighbor down the street, a coworker. You've heard their stories. I don't know if you are moved by access to care or support, legislation, my ongoing story, prevention, but I do know that I am so thankful that you took time out of your day on my anniversary to go golf and be here to support the American Cancer Society. Thank you.
a woman and a hoe.